everyone, I'm Julie.
And I'm Genny with a G. We're cousins and best friends.
Who live on opposite ends of the country, so we decided to start a podcast. Welcome to Get Funny.
How are you?
Good. We're matching glasses today.
We're twins.
Hello.
I can see you.
Can we get a sponsorship from Zilu?
Zilu, please. Also, just know I am a fan of Zilu. My actual other glasses broke. And I reached out to them and they were like, what would you like us to do? Replace or refund? And I was like, replace.
We love options. Okay.
Hello. Wonderful customer service.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I need to open up a little cart. I'm trying to be more judicious with my online spending or spending in general, but most of the spending I do is online because we are still on strike. But I'm still buying things, just not as many things. So
well, it stimulates the economy.
Right. But I need my personal economy stimulated. If that could happen soon, that would be great. Girl, we are almost at the end of June.
I can't believable.
I can't believable. I said this, and we're not okay. It depends on how you view months. Richard gives me so much crap because he says I'll say things like it's almost 9 o'clock and it's 8:45. I'm like, well, that is true. It is almost 9 o'clock, right? I didn't say it's 9 o'clock because that would be a lie. Yes. I specifically used the word almost, but he gives me so much crap, and so when I just said it's almost the end of June or the end of June, I was like, is it the end of June? We still got like 10 days, which is like, that a third of the month.
Yeah, it crossed the threshold. Like,
I know, the halfway mark, I feel like we're past that. And
like if somebody at 8:30 said it's almost 9, I'd be like, no.
That's incorrect. Yeah.
Relax. But at 8:45, yes. Now my mom
almost 9.
My mom, when growing up and still currently, would say, wake me up at 8. She'd wake me up at 6:45 and say it's almost 8. That's incorrect. 6:45 is not 8 o'clock.
What I thought you were going to say, which is what my mom would do. I never asked her to wake me up. That was not the case. She would just wake me up. And she would barge in on the weekends and be like, why are you still sleeping? It's 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, it's 8:45. I'm like, well, that is very incorrect. Also, let your children sleep, parents. Right. Children are grown. Like, let people sleep. Come on.
I don't know. And to the parents that did this so much that their children don't know how to wake up themselves, I blame you.
What do you mean?
They just don't know how to wake up themselves. They don't know how to use alarm clocks. Then they ask you to wake them up when you're out with them. I'm like, absolutely not. Use an alarm clock.
I've never met anyone like that. That's kind of crazy.
I've met more than one.
Wow.
Also,
no, I just wake up now. I can't sleep in.
I'm sorry. I do sleep in. I broke my nail today and it's throbbing.
How did you break it? Like the way you did last year or worse?
No,
or better?
This is better. Better, but it's all worse. So I was literally, I was moving stuff from my office and I had this table and a marble table just whacked me when I was trying to put it in the car and it hurt so bad.
Hold on a second. You lifted a marble table?
Well, like a little marble table. It was like a little one.
That's quite fancy. But yeah, no. Oh God, I hate that. Ooh.
I feel like that's the only way you could describe it is marble. It's marble. It's not glass. Anyways, it broke
those aren't the only two options.
It's not
if it's
ceramic.
If it's not glass, it's marble. Those are the rules, baby. I don't know.
No wood here. Marble or glass.
Speaking of nails, do you want to see how shiny my nails are? Oh God, I hate the way.
Oh,
I hate that you can't see the
chrome.
Yes, chrome.
I see it.
Okay.
A little sparkle, see sparkle. Okay, sparkle, see sparkle.
Yes. I really do. It really would be so much easier for me to not do my own nails because it takes so long. Like, time is money.
So long.
But
the thing is, can we talk about it though?
Okay.
These nail salons. I need to talk to somebody about it because I just think, yes, I was doing the option at home. The option at home was not coming out at the quality of anything good. Okay.
Sure.
It would last maybe 3 days, at max 5 days, and then it would peel off. So I was like, obviously it's not working out for me. Let me go back to the salon. And I feel like we may have had this conversation back in 2021. I'm not too sure. And if we did, I apologize, but it's still getting bad. These nail salons are arbitrarily charging us every time we go. Every time I have gone to a salon, it is a different price, and I can go steadily to the same salon. And they hit me with something.
This is your personal mission. You are so angry about this every time.
Every time, though, because like, why is this, when my nails are this length, the same price that when they're your length? And then they have like, what is long to them? Because when I put tips on that were the length that you have right now, they said that's long, so that's an additional $5.
Okay.
Where's the threshold? I'm sick of it, and I need legislation around this.
You know how Biden is like tackling Ticketmaster hidden fees? Maybe this could be next. Regulating Biden need
to worry about one thing and one thing only. That is canceling these loans. Okay. And he don't want to do that. So you know what? Now I'm going to get verklempt. I'm not going to get
verklempt. No, I don't want to talk about it. Look, I've said it before that the loans, I'm not concerned. And especially if I'm still on strike, they're definitely not getting their money because I will not have an income. But even if I'm not on strike, honestly, they'll get what I
there any good updates? Like any like, ooh, they've pushed a little, or
no, no, it's very boring. But the update, God, I can't talk about it. It's
okay. I'll Google it later. It's just I'll ask Chat GPT.
Please don't. The body that we are negotiating with, they lie and they say that they can only negotiate with one union at a time. So when our negotiations fell apart and we went on strike, they started negotiating with the Directors Guild. And they were like, we can't go back to the writers until we're done with the directors. And now they're allegedly done negotiating with the directors and they're working with the actors now. According to them, they can only negotiate with one union at once, but that is not in anybody's contract. That's not how things work. You can negotiate with two unions at once. They just choose not to because they want to pit us against each other. But anyway, they're all trash. Eat the rich, etc. Speaking of the rich,
did you hear about the
submarine? I'm sorry, not a submarine, submersible, I guess is what we're supposed to
call it. I didn't know that. I thought it was a submarine called the Titan. And my thing is
Titan. Yeah, it's a submersible called Titan. Sure. I mean,
I thought it was Titanic, like
Titanic. You know what? Let me just stop because I don't know that that's wrong. It could very well be Titan, and that would actually be better. I was just reading it like the regular word Titan, and not. But it could be Titan. Regardless, maybe. It's fucked.
It's fun. Okay, y'all. If you don't know about this, I have been glued to my phone since I saw it yesterday.
Same.
Apparently, there is a organization that exists that for $250,000 a ticket, you can get a seat in a submersive. What are they called?
Submersible
vessel to look at the remains of the Titanic that sunk in 1914. 5 people are on this submersible right now, and they have lost contact. They lost contact on Saturday or Sunday. No, they lost contact Sunday because I heard about it yesterday and they said yesterday. So they lost contact on Sunday. There's only a certain amount of oxygen on the submersible. There is a billionaire, another rich guy.
I think aren't they all billionaires? If they're not all billionaires, they're close to it. Because only the very rich would do something so fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Right. Only one was named a billionaire. The others were the founder of the organization, a French guy who has, oh my God, I saw all their bios.
He's been he's been down there like 30 times or something.
Yes, he's been down there a long time.
Not in this particular submersible, but on other like missions to see the Titanic.
A Pakistani and his son.
I saw that, yeah. Which, honestly, the son, I feel the worst for because he's only 19. his brain isn't even fully developed. Like, if your dad is like, hey, let's go on this sub, you're like, sure, why not? Actually, I kind of feel bad for them just like on a human level, but as a, like, the more I read about this expedition and the complete lack of like safety, anything that they had, and like there's like did you see the CBS interview that they did with the CEO?
No, what is
It was like, I don't know when it was actually aired, but people have now been posting it. And he's like showing the host through the like sub and like, yeah, we only have this one button, and then we control using this, which is literally a controller from like a PlayStation, or
one
some
button?
Xbox or some. Yeah, they just have one button, and then he was like, what did he say? Oh, they're like the some of the parts that they got for the sub, they literally got at like a camping store. It's just been made of like random parts and has not been evaluated by any like regulatory body, and they literally say that in the waiver that you sign.
I can't understand
It is
why rich people give their money
wild.
to shit that does not make sense. Give your money to things that make sense. I don't know, giving somebody life-saving surgery. That can be where your money goes. Maybe building a school that is free for all people and that they can get free lunch forever. These are things you could put your money toward. And guess what? You can also buy your diamonds and jewelry so everybody knows you're rich. I fucking $250,000 and this has never been done before to go see the
apparently
Titanic.
it has been. It has. This is like the third mission or something. It has been done, but not very frequently. But even though it's been done, like no one is testing the sub. The literally the CEO said, what did he say? I have it pulled up. He said at some point, because that he was interviewed last year about the safety of his missions, and he says at some point safety is just pure waste. Yeah, that's what everyone says until they need the safety precautions. The whole point of safety is that you hope you never need it, but you prepare for the worst. Also, side note, the CEO of this company's name is so villainous, it sounds fake. His name is Stockton Rush.
Right.
Don't tell me that's not an evil CEO billionaire.
I just don't understand. Also, okay. So TikTok is also giving me a lot of these like people who have been saved in random things. So there was a story of a man, and I don't know when it was. It's just there's been so many things I've seen, but this man capsized in a boat, in a big boat. So he was able to find oxygen for 40 days, I think, or maybe 30 days, and literally was on his last bit of oxygen when they found him.
Wait, how did he find oxygen? It was just on the boat, you mean?
It was on the boat, like, like finding like pockets of oxygen. Because where it first was, it filled up with water. Then he was able to get somewhere else, and then he was able to stay there because the oxygen, with the way that the water comes, you can still get it for a certain amount of hours or whatever. But like the fact that there's 5 of these people. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. How do you
I think they only have oxygen till like some point tomorrow or something. And the size of this thing, apparently the inside is like the size of a minivan. Which what I tell people all the time, even before this, and sometimes people laugh at me, but I maintain this. There is nothing more terrifying to me than the deep ocean.
Right.
We should all be very scared of it. Why are you like, it's not just like our playground. It's, we know less about the ocean than we do about space, which is fucking insane when you think about it.
And did you see? Okay, so there was this one video. God, I wish I could just collect them because I knew we were talking about this today. But they were saying that, like, I want to say it was like 2,000 feet is in the sea level. They were talking feet, not meters. So I'm sorry for our meter users.
The thing I saw was about meters, so now I don't need. Now I'm all lost. But okay.
But anyways, they were explaining it, and pretty much at 2,000 feet or whatever, that's where a human lung would explode if it's outside of a vessel or whatever. The Titanic was at 12,000 feet below, and then like. Apparently James Cameron went down 35 feet below on a special, like, These things should not be happening. The sea is too much. There is something called the midnight level where sun doesn't even reach it because they're so far down that the animals that are down there are all blind. You will not find me in open water. Not no more. The older I get, the more I will not be in open water. If it's a beach, best know I'm going to be on the sand part.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Why are we doing first of all, the Midnight Zone, did you see the the interactive scroll thing that they showed? Did you go through that?
No, it wasn't a scroll. Okay. The one I saw was just a video.
I'll send it to you. It's literally it's similar to that sort of infographic that someone made to show you what a billion is and how much money someone had, like that, where you just can't stop scrolling. This one was like that, but with the ocean, and it'll show you what animals are at which depth and where the Titanic is. It's actually really cool, but it's also terrifying because you're still scrolling, and then you get to the Midnight Zone and it's down here, a lot of the creatures have to create their own light, and then past the Midnight Zone is the I know.
I'm literally panicking, and I'm not. Oh God!
It's the abyssal zone.
Oh, an abyssal zone?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes, it is found between 3,000 and 6,000 meters below the surface. I don't know what that is in feet.
Damn.
Fucking meters.
Hey Siri, what's 3,000 meters to feet? 9,000 feet, 9,840.
Yeah, after I asked that question, I saw it on the Wikipedia. So it's depths of 4,000 to 6,000 meters, which is 13,000 to 20,000 feet. And you know what? You know what? That abyssal zone is 83% of the total area of the ocean and 60% of the Earth's surface. Get out. Absolutely not. Anyway.
I just need us to stop. I just need us to stop.
There are creatures down there who do not need to be bothered. We see, not even down there, the orcas are uprising, which, you know what? Good for them, y'all. I got some votes for you. They said, you know what? They're actually so smart. It's a little terrifying, but incredible. Yeah, I have a healthy fear of the ocean, and I'm happy to just observe from afar. I'll watch a documentary.
I don't want to observe at all. I just think that, listen, orcas, I don't know if you can hear this. That's me communicating that I'm a good one, okay?
Wow.
Your anger is with the boat people. I don't even have a boat.
Oh, yeah. No, they're not coming for us. They will not find us on a yacht anytime soon.
I can't.
Lord. Anyway, keep me in the pool because that's where I want to be.
And it better be a nice pool because what I'm not going to be doing is getting these little rinkety-dinkety pools that don't get clean.
Wow. Okay, well, that seems like a good place to end this. Now we're full of existential dread. Right. Thinking about the ocean. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
She's the man. Illyria.
Yes. For this week's Seen on Screen, we watched She's the Man from 2006.
Wow.
I know, right? The illustrious Amanda Bynes and a little baby named Channing Tatum.
The love of my life.
Yeah, this is wild to some people, I guess, not to people who know that I don't watch things. I had never seen She's the Man. This is the first time I ever saw it.
Meanwhile, I've seen it so much, I have it on DVD.
Nice. I always, in my head, would get She's the Man confused with What a Girl Wants.
Oh my God. Also a great film. She did great. I think they were both released around the same time. Mm-hmm. Amanda Bynes, I just want you to know we stan. You were a phenomenal actress. Your comedic timing was impeccable, and I just really always enjoyed watching her. So I watched She's the Man a lot. I also watch What a Girl Wants a good amount. And I just, makes me sad seeing it because she was so good, especially if all of you watched Nickelodeon when she was on
Mm-hmm.
all that, and she was just so funny all the time. And it's sad,
And
really.
literally
It's
had
so
her
sad.
own show, The Amanda Show. We
Yes.
used to watch it all the time. Loved it. Love her.
That's
Yeah.
me.
I just want the best for her.
Just the best.
Man. But anyway, this movie. So because again, this was my first time seeing the movie, and we should say, listener, if you haven't seen it, you probably have. It is based on the Shakespeare play Twelfth Night. And I want to say that I've never read Twelfth Night, but I have seen a staged production of it. And during the stage production of it, I was so fucking confused with all of the like duplicitousness and whatever. So this movie confused me, not because I didn't know Amanda Bynes was pretending to be her brother. Like, I got that, but the amount of white people in this movie who were interchangeable, I was like, wait, which one is Olivia and Monique and da 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 and blah blah blah? And she had her like blonde friend who was like a stylist, but then her ex-boyfriend kind of looked the same. I was like, I can't keep track of these people. So all of that being said, I will let you give the recap because I truly cannot.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all. Like I said, I've loved this movie for forever. So, okay. There is two people, and they are twins. That's Sebastian and God, now I'm forgetting her name. I want to call her Viola. So Viola starts the movie with her playing soccer, and she's like, "Rah, soccer, I'm Mia Hamm, da 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 da." And she's on the beach with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend are playing, and she's like, "Oh my God, do you think I'm so good?" He's like, "You're better than half the kids on my team, off the boys on my team." They're both go to this private school. They're super excited for the year, but when the year starts, Viola finds out that the girls' soccer team was cut because not enough women signed up for the game. For the sport. And when she's on the field, she's telling the coach, "Let us play. I'll play on the boys' team." And the captain, which is her boyfriend, says no, because boys are better than girls. And she's like, "You said I was better than half the guys on your team." And he said, "No, I didn't." And then he's like, "Viola, end of discussion." So she goes, "Fine. End of relationship," which I always thought was the greatest burn ever because end of relationship. And then she throws a ball at his head. So they cut to a next scene of Viola walking home all sad, wearing a hoodie, obviously looking like a boy. So Monique shows up, and Monique is dating Viola's twin brother, Sebastian. So she confuses Viola for Sebastian, and she's like, "I'm not, go home." So when she goes inside and talks to her brother's like, "I'm going to go to London for 2 weeks. I'll see you later." But he doesn't ask for permission. And she's like, "Oh my God, he's going to be gone. So I'll make pretend I'm Sebastian and go to his school," which is another school because they're all rich. School. They are rich here. And her mom is super sweet and just wants Viola to be girly, girly, girly and not play soccer. But she is not going to play soccer. And they're all lying to each other. No one knows where Sebastian is. Viola takes Sebastian's place at his new school, which is Illyria. At that school, which is apparently a sleepaway school,
a boarding school.
Her new roommate is Channing Tatum, and his character is Duke. So she's in this room with Duke, and she's trying to learn about how to be a good soccer player because she's playing for the boys' team. And her friend gave her a full makeover to look like her brother. It's uncanny. They bind her chest and they put a wig on her. So she looks just like him. But nobody likes her at this new school because they're like, he's lame and he's not great at soccer. So the two things that she's trying to do. Well, her friend says, "I don't know how to help you with soccer. That's a weird thing, but I can make you popular." So they make Sebastian, who's Viola, be like this womanizer and has all these girls, including Monique, who just randomly shows up. So he has this big scene in the pizza shop where he's pretty much has like 3 women come up to him saying that they want him so much and how they're so sad he's gone. Then Monique comes, so then he breaks up with Monique, even though it's Viola breaking up with Monique. It's a whole thing, but that's how he gains the respect of everybody on the team. Because a manly man knows how to make a woman sad. So
that is correct. That's correct.
Yeah, these are real things. So then they're like, okay, they start to bond because now they're roommates and they're talking about what makes them scared and how to talk to women because Duke has a big crush on
Olivia.
Olivia is like this really nice girl from their school. She's pretty quiet, kind of chill, but Duke is so scared of her because he doesn't know how to talk to women. So Viola, as Sebastian, encourages Duke on how to talk to women by pretending to be his sister, Viola, and then teaching them how to flirt. It's very weird. It's very
You just lost me right now, but yeah, okay.
So all this to say that at this point, Sebastian is nowhere to be found. Viola is Sebastian at this school and is trying to be a good football or soccer player, then also help Duke get Olivia, but Olivia ends up liking Sebastian, who's being played by Viola, and then Viola starts falling for Duke, and then in a big old carnival, Viola has to man the kissing booth and kisses Duke as Viola. So then when Viola is against Sebastian, Duke is like, I kissed your sister. Can I go ask her on a date? Yes, she says, because she is Viola playing Sebastian. Then Olivia wants to make Sebastian jealous, who's played by Viola, and starts talking to Duke. And then Duke loves Viola. I mean, goddamn, Duke loves Olivia. So then he's like, we can all go on a date. And it all explodes because Sebastian comes back. And Sebastian gets out of the car and Olivia kisses Sebastian. And Duke sees this, but that was Sebastian, not Sebastian Viola.
Yes.
So then at the big game, they put Sebastian. Well,
so Duke is pissed.
Duke is pissed. So he kicks Viola Sebastian out of his room. He's like, can't believe you did this to me. So he kicks her out of the room. Sebastian comes that same night, sleeps there, and then gets put in uniform to play the big game against Cornwall, the old school that Viola used to go to where her ex-boyfriend is the goalie. So Sebastian's doing a horrible job because he's not a good soccer player. He doesn't play soccer. At that point, there is this really mean guy. What's his name?
See, that I don't know because I got him confused with all the other fucking blonde guys. Or is that he is a spider.
He's a spider. I'm trying. It's like I feel like it is a Shakespeare name.
Oh, really?
Rose.
Is it like? Oh, wait, no, but that's the spider's name.
Oh.
His name is not Andrew. Malcolm. So Malcolm hates Sebastian, who is played by Viola, and has been trying to get her in a gotcha. Finds out that Viola and Sebastian are twins. So during the middle of the game, he gets the principal of Illyria to out Sebastian because he says Sebastian is a girl. Sebastian's like, I'm not a girl. So this is the weirdest part of the movie. Correct.
They
was not
pretty much force Sebastian to expose himself to show that he's a boy and not a girl. So then they're like, okay, let's get off the field and just play. This is halftime. So Viola comes and gets Sebastian, switches back into the gear, and then plays. Well, as they're playing, Duke is mad because Sebastian, played by Viola, kissed Olivia. And he's like, no, I never kissed Olivia. I love you. And he's like, whoa, what do you mean? And he's like, I've always loved you. He's like, what are you talking about? I kissed your sister. He's like, no, you kissed me. So in a second time at a high school football game, another student exposes their body to prove that they are a girl. I could not.
This time it's Viola as Sebastian flashing her boobs. No genitals this time, but still fucking weird.
It is weird. And so then Duke is like, Malcolm is like, she can't play. No, the coach of Cornwall is like, she can't play. And Duke is like, she can play. I want her to play on my team. And then the coach of Illyria breaks the manual, which would not go on any school grounds. There's just no way. You can't just rip up a manual. But anyway, of course, they win because she's on the team, blah, blah. And then in a weird turn of events, Sebastian's still in school, and he did not get in trouble for leaving the country for 2 weeks. And he tries to make it so that Duke will understand that Viola was just trying to just be on the team, and that she didn't mean to make it weird. And she gives him Gouda because he says that he really likes Gouda cheese. And then they finish at the debutante ball with Viola being escorted by Duke. End scene.
Wow. You did it. I'm very impressed. I can't even. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that is how it ends. And not only are Viola and Duke together, but then Sebastian and Olivia are together because she really liked a song lyric that he wrote, and she's fine with the fact that she actually was falling for his sister and not him, but fine, whatever. And who else is together? I feel like someone else got together, but
Eunice got together with.
Oh yeah,
Eunice.
We
yeah,
don't
that
have
was
time
just
to talk about Eunice.
Yeah.
So this movie was fun. Some parts of it were fun. You know, it's a teen movie from 2006, and so we don't expect it to be like super progressive, but I do think that like the points that they're making about like how masculinity or even femininity, like gender is a construct, like there's no reason that Viola as Sebastian should get away with this, but as long as, you know, Viola as Sebastian ogles women and talks shitty about them, then they're one of the guys. Like, yeah, that's shitty. And Duke, Channing Tatum's character, says to Viola as Sebastian, like, I think relationships should be about more than the physical. And he also is like saying like he feels like pressure to talk to women a certain way. It's not the same as talking to a dude or whatever. Like, you can tell that he's really grappling with sort of like the oppressiveness of being a teenage boy in this time, and like feeling like you can't show emotions or whatever. And so Viola tries to help him, or Viola as Sebastian tries to help him. But I did think it was a weird, to me, I don't think that this is a rom-com. Like, the couple ends up together, but for most of the movie, like when Viola as Sebastian, but actually Viola, tells Duke at the end that she loves him, I'm like, from what? What are you talking about? Wait, you kissed once. Where did this come from? And Duke is like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And like, yeah, you get that because for this whole time, Duke thought that this was Sebastian. And so there was no part of Duke that was falling in love with actual Viola. Like, Duke and Viola kissed at the kissing booth, but that's all he knows about her. He wasn't falling for her, so that's why I would argue that it's not a rom-com, because it's not about two characters falling for each other. It's, yeah, they end up together in spite of the way that they, you know, meet each other or whatever, but it just feels like it is a teen comedy with some romance, kind of, only at the end. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It's definitely a weird movie.
Do you think it's a rom-com?
Because it's a weird story. I don't necessarily think it is, because, like, to the point, there is no, they were gonna be together and there was this tragedy that made it hard for them to be together. It was no, like, it was just Viola being Sebastian. So it's just, to me, it's just like a Shakespeare thing. It was just very true to that. You're like, what is happening? And they just automatically end up together. Like, there's a lot of trust that was lost. And
right.
Like, I don't know how you just got catfish. Like, it's weird.
Yes. It's in person catfish, which is crazy.
It's real crazy.
You just got Mrs. Doubtfired.
Oh my God, Mrs. Doubtfire. And this also reminds me of a movie called Boys Don't Cry. Have you
Oh,
ever
well,
heard of
that's
that
more
one?
serious. Yes, that is a very serious movie. Are you thinking of a
No.
different movie?
Yes.
Because I was like, Boys Don't Cry is about a
Hold on.
transgender boy who gets killed, I'm pretty sure, with Hilary Swank.
It's not a Hilary Swank one.
Well, that's good.
But in essence, it's pretty much the same concept of this. A girl pretends to be her brother in a school. God, I can't remember what it's called. In a school, and then falls for one of the guys, and it's the same thing. Like, you can't really fall in love if they don't know that that's really you. Like, one-way love ship is weird. And also, you're lying the whole time. I gotta remember.
You're lying the whole time. Yeah. I thought that it would be I mean, maybe if this movie was made now, it could happen this way, but I understand that in 2006 they, for whatever reason, couldn't do this. But I thought it'd be interesting if Viola was being Sebastian and rooming with Duke, and then Duke started having confusing feelings for Sebastian, Viola as Sebastian, and was like questioning, like, oh, I didn't realize that I was not 100% straight or something. Like, I feel like that would be interesting. But for a second I thought, oh, maybe that's where the movie is going, and that's like the rom-com aspect. But no, it didn't do that.
No.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm glad that I finally get to check it off of my list, because I feel like everyone loves this movie. Like, millennial women of around our age, I feel like, really love this movie. And so whenever I say I haven't seen it, they're like, what? Yeah. So
it is surprising what you haven't seen. And I'm just like, how did you not see it?
You know what's funny? I think it's that I didn't see a lot of things that came out while I was in college. And this came out while I was in college. Like, I didn't go to the movies in college. And did you?
Yeah, I mean, that was actually part of there was like a Barry day at the movies weekly, so we would go. It's like $5.
You didn't have a lot to do in your college.
I knew you were going to say that. And yes, we were not drinking and doing parties. We were just doing very wholesome activities.
When I was in college, we were drinking and going to parties and not going to the movies, because I think I went to the movies twice in 4 years, like at college. Like, sure, when I went home to visit my family, I would go, like, my brothers and I always go to movies on, like, Thanksgiving Day, I think, or Christmas Day. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, you would do that.
But we would never go see one of these movies, and so yeah, I didn't see movies. That's so funny.
I think that's so funny. Yeah, because I remember one time you called me and you were like, "Hey, I'm going to New Orleans." I was like, "Huh?" And like the furthest we ever went was like the town 30 minutes away.
Oh yeah.
We had a very different college.
That was for a semi-formal in college. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to New Orleans. Don't tell my parents."
Like, okay,
well, but if I die, then you'll know. You'll know.
Then I have to tell them. Listen, this is where she went. Oh, what a tragedy!
Oh my god. Well, anyway, that's it. Do you have anything else about this movie?
I just want to know that other movie that I'm thinking, because it literally is the same thing, but can't find it.
Wow, you're so focused on this movie.
I just feel like
She's the Man.
That's what I did.
Did you look it up over? It's a boy girl thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm out.
So. Wait, who's in there? Who's in that?
Well, oh, girl, I don't know.
Oh.
Do you know who's in in the one you're thinking of?
You know what? This is one of those off-camera ones I'm gonna have to do.
No, but seriously, do you know? Is Sharon Osbourne in the one?
No, not Sharon Osbourne. She has black hair. She has black hair. Does she have black hair? She's white with black hair.
The lead?
Yeah.
Oh,
and she's very skinny.
No, the lead does not have black hair.
Well, anyways, that movie came out in the 80s, and I remember like, oh my god.
Oh, it was in the 80s. Okay.
It was in the 80s, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she lied And then she ended up with him at the end.
Oh, it's just one of the guys.
Yeah, there it is. Oh my God.
That's so funny. I've never seen that or even heard of it. 1985. Wow.
Yeah. And that one, oh my gosh. So yeah, Joyce. Oh my God. Look at it. Look at it.
That's so
and
funny.
William Zabka.
Oh.
Yep. And it's
Billy
actually really crazy to believe that she was a guy because she was very girly at the beginning of the thing, and like she would slip all the time. It was a whole thing.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, it was very similar setup. She wanted to go to this school. And I think it was like to do an article.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. The local newspaper.
Like a never been kissed situation.
Yeah. Well, no. Like this, her article wasn't chosen at her one school, so she goes to the other school to do it.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
She determined to win the internship at any cost. Terry goes undercover at a rival high school to resubmit her article as a boy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
The lengths people go to.
All that to say that this movie
we did
it. It was a great movie. Also, especially now that I'm on my Netflix cleanse. And by cleanse I mean my my payer won't be paid anymore.
You got kicked out?
Got kicked out. Unless I go to my parents' house and watch it there on their devices, that's how I watch it. So
see, I am the payer, so I'm not kicked out, but I am annoyed because how fucking dare you, Netflix, first of all. Right. And second of all, especially coming on the heels of them so epically fucking up the Love is Blind reunion that it was supposed to be live. This was months ago.
I remember.
The fact that they could so thoroughly shit the bed and then immediately be like, okay, now you can't share passwords. Like, fuck you. Get out. Also, Netflix is one of the main ones who doesn't want to sign a fair contract for writers, so extra fuck you.
You know what, Netflix? You need to get it together because it's some bullshit. Netflix. So yeah, my father will have it. I won't have it. So if I want to go see it, it'll be like extra steps. So
well, yeah. I guess we'll just be watching movies somewhere else.
You know, Max does have a nice catalog, and so does Hulu.
Hulu. Oh yes, Hulu. If you want to watch She's the Man, it is currently on Hulu.
Hulu. Oh, I'm supposed to transition. All right, what did you find on Al Gore's internet?
I have an Am I the Asshole for us.
Okay.
It's about a wedding.
Okay, my fave.
I know. Am I the asshole for leaving my sister's wedding early because she kept my husband out of pictures? Mm-hmm. Yikes.
Let's go.
My 31 male sister, Anne, 34 female, got married on Saturday. My husband of 7 years, Mark, 32 male. Damn, y'all got married young. 32 male was there with me, and up until one point, it was an amazing evening. After the ceremony, Anne wanted a picture with all of our siblings, there's 5 of us, and their respective partners, so we started lining up. When Anne saw that my husband was standing next to me, she shook her head and said something about him ruining the aesthetic. Apparently, her plan was to put one man and one woman next to each other alternately. My youngest sister, 18 female, who doesn't have a partner and was standing on the very side, offered to stand between the two of us so we could be close and Anne's wish would still be respected. I thought that was a great solution, but Anne disagreed and told Mark to get out of the picture. He is quite introverted and tries to avoid confrontation under all circumstances, so he simply complied and told me not to get angry. But it was obvious that he was hurt and disappointed by being left out. Obviously, it didn't stop me from getting angry, and I walked away with him. I can understand that Anne wants her wedding pictures to look exactly how she imagined them, but I think that the idea my younger sister proposed was very reasonable. I congratulated Anne and her husband one last time, but then I said my goodbyes. When I was asked why we were leaving early, especially before taking the pictures, I said that I didn't feel like our presence was wanted. We left before dinner was served, and I took Mark out to his favorite restaurant to cheer him up a little. Anne has since texted saying I was being overdramatic and making a fuss over nothing. Our parents have tried to remain neutral, but except for my younger sister, the rest of my family supports Anne and thinks that leaving early was going too far and that I should have sucked it up instead of ruining her big day. Okay. So
Goodbye.
there is an edit that I just want to share. My husband is able-bodied and white, so is most of my family, but we are indeed a gay couple. In case that was unclear, that it is a gay couple.
I mean, it was giving white from the beginning, but you're right. Thank you for that.
You know, like if they were like some people are weird, like it could have been like a racism, but it seems like
it seemed like it was a gay and a
it's a homophobia thing.
Yeah, that's what it was giving.
Here's the thing. Obviously this person is not the asshole for leaving this wedding early. Obviously, the fact that your family is trying to convince you that you are is super wild to me. Even the idea of having to have your little sister stand between you guys so that it could be boy girl is so childish and disgusting. I want to find this person and like slap him across the face. People, your wedding is not an excuse to just let whatever humanity you possessed go out the window. Because first of all, this bride is 34 years old. You're telling me that the vision you had in your head for your wedding pictures had boy, girl, boy, girl? What is this, a sleepover in fucking 7th grade? This is so stupid. My mind is boggled.
Silly girl. I can't even, nothing else needs to be said. It's silly. It's ridiculous.
It's so dumb. Like, I can't, this is so stupid. I'm so mad that these people exist, and I feel really bad for this
and how couple. Long had they been married? They've
been married for 7 years.
Yeah, get all the way out of here.
Like, what are you talking about? 7 years? The first comment says, has your sister always been shamelessly homophobic, or has the wedding brought out a new side of her?
Right. Like, my thing is, if you don't like somebody, you don't like them from the beginning, from day one, not year 7. Girl, get all the way out of here. If you don't want somebody in your picture,
upsetting.
Don't put them in the picture.
There's no reason to not, like, God, I just can't. I know people do this too with like disabled people. They're like, oh, we don't want the wheelchair in the picture, which is like, so what is wrong with you people? Why are you like this?
They had like the whole thing on TikTok, a transition dance. They had a bridesmaid who was in a wheelchair in the beginning of the transition and then took them out for the second part of the transition.
I don't know what a transition dance is. Should I know?
Yeah, so it was just like do and they're in dress. They're fully dressed. They took them out in the second fully dressed part. And everybody commented, they're like, why would you take them out? And I think some of the response, like, she didn't want to be in it. Nah, bro, you're not going to do one transition. Like, you have to plan this out. You have to plan that you're going to do one video when people aren't dressed and another video when people are dressed. Don't do that. People are weird.
Wow. I have one that's dumb, I think, because it's got 17-year-olds, but hold on. I haven't read the whole thing, but the bits that I've seen, I'm like, wait. Am I the asshole for not apologizing to my girlfriend's parents? I, 17 male, am moving in with my girlfriend, 17 female, and her parents.
Are these the British? Because I did. They were young, and they all have internet. And
I do not get along well with them. I do not get along well with them very well, but have trying to make it work. All right, this person, no. But how you moving in with your girlfriend's parents if you don't get along with them?
Because he's broke.
They had just bought a new kitchen appliance set. Yesterday, I was alone in the house and decided to make dinner for the family. After preheating the oven, it began to smoke. I called my girlfriend's mom, not knowing what to do, but was brought to voicemail. To my surprise, I unknowingly melted a plastic dish cover, causing the oven to smoke as well as leaving an odd plastic coating throughout the oven. This is the part that I saw that made me laugh. I'm sorry. Keeping in mind that I have never lived in a household that stores things in the oven.
Classic.
My girlfriend's mom calls me back after I'd already removed everything inside the oven. I tell her what happened, and she starts yelling at me through the phone that I am stupid for not opening it to check before turning it on, and to stop cooking because she doesn't want her kitchen destroyed. Later that night, when everyone arrived home, I did not say much due to the confrontation that we had on the phone. I do not do well with conflict and tend to get very anxious. My girlfriend told me that I should have apologized to them for almost ruining their brand new oven and melting the plastic. Me being upset and stubborn, I do not feel the need to apologize for the accident,
right.
seeing as this is not the first time her mom has blown up on me for a simple mistake. Am I the asshole?
I don't know if we're going to call you an asshole, but why aren't you living with your parents? I want to know that. Because if the option is to live with people who you don't like,
right,
and you fucking up their kitchen, and you don't just say a regular, oop, my bad, my sorries, you need to go.
Yeah, asshole is too far, but definitely you're avoiding accountability. And also, whether or not, this is the thing, whether or not this was like your fault or could have been avoided by people not storing this in the oven or whatever, like, the fact of the matter is that you almost ruined their brand new oven, whether or not it was an accident, and then you just say sorry.
Like, you need to apologize at some point. It's not your stuff. You messed up. Yes, you don't maybe store stuff in there, but also, how long have you been dating? These things don't make sense, because how long have you been dating that you wouldn't know that they store stuff in there?
I mean,
because typically the first time you come to someone's house, typically you're doing something in around the kitchen and you kind of see that interaction. I just feel like to get to the point of moving in, you kind of know how people are. So,
yeah. I mean, the mom certainly was out of pocket for yelling at a 17-year-old who's not your child. Like, it seems like they have relationship problems already. They being the mom and this boyfriend, but yeah, like, I mean, things happen, they're accidents. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't just apologize, and also I don't understand why the mom would be such an asshole about it, because again, it's an accident. It's not like this person set out to do this on purpose. So just everybody calm down. How about that?
Calm down.
Well, that's it.
All right. What are you looking forward to, or what brought you joy?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just got a text. Wild. It says, Marlene, Cheryl Ann here. Phone tag! Exclamation point. I'm at hospital with my husband and will try to give ya a call in the morning. ... All caps. TY. Cheryl Ann, I am not the one.
Cheryl Ann? That's the only name for Poltergeist, some of them film in the 1980s.
I never watched Poltergeist.
Oh, don't.
I won't. These texts are so funny and stupid. Anyway, not like that, but like, you know, those, like, for a while I was getting many texts, like maybe like once every 2 days. And it would be like, hey, I'm writing to ask you about the vacancy at such and such address, which was like an address I didn't know. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? I don't understand the various ways that spam happens.
I don't know
but
either.
I just don't answer anything. I just thought it was funny the way that this Cheryl Ann composes this text. Marlene, Cheryl Ann here. Phone tag! Exclamation point. I'm at hospital with my husband. Okay, well, you seem very cavalier about it.
Right. They're always at a hospital.
Anyway, what did you ask me?
What brought you joy, or what are you looking forward to?
Great. What brought me joy was twofold. This past weekend, I celebrated my friend's birthday. We went out to dinner and drinks and on a rooftop, and then girl ended up at a club, which I don't
You've
remember
not been
the
to a
last
club in a long
time.
time.
Actually, you know what? I was about to say I don't remember the last time I went to a club. That's a lie, because I went to a club in Cancun literally last month. But before this year, I hadn't been to a club in like 5 years, maybe 7 years. I don't know. So it was wild.
It's out.
I don't know
It
why
looked it.
we made it to a club, but we did. We did make it, and you know, that was fun. I got to hang out with my friends, and we had a little girls' night. It was great. And then, unfortunately, I got home pretty late and didn't get to sleep much, because the next morning, this also brought me joy, but once we got there, we drove to Palm Springs and spent a night there. It did not bring me joy to wake up so early and make it to Palm Springs, but we had a free night that we needed to use, and so we just drove there and used the pool and laid out in the 105-degree heat, and then we came back the next day, and that was nice. So
Wonderful.
those are the things that brought me joy. Yeah.
Yay.
How about you? What are you looking forward to, and or what brought you joy?
Yeah. Brought me joy. Definitely going back to Cancun. That was really fun.
Oh my God. I'm so mad. I'm so jealous.
It was awesome. Look at my tan. And it was great to be back in the same place, and people recognized me. So that was really fun. We got to do karaoke almost every night. It was awesome. What I'm looking forward to, I'm going to Aspen as well and meeting a lot of people. And yeah, excited to see where that goes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
She travels.
How to do one sentence.
I know this. Sorry, we're having recording issues today. Well, should we just not push it? Thanks for listening to Get Funny.
We hope you laughed.
But if you didn't,
we did.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
We killed it.
Crushed it.